I had to accept on my end, just so you
Oh,
know.
okay, look at that.
Yeah.
Custom stream. Well, wow. Well, look at this. I don't know if we're actually broadcasting to the world. Oh, I think we are.
We better
So,
we better be
hey,
careful.
everybody. We're live on the Zoom. And yeah, so looks like we are live on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Facebook group, Twitter. So, all right. So pardon me, we're doing a little bit of testing for tomorrow.
Right.
Dave Nordell, you're one of our featured speakers at the event this week. Biggest week of my life for my company. And we have over 40 amazing speakers. Listen, you want to go to fameandprofit.com. And that is down below. You should see a link or somewhere, but if you go there, it's a free event. We'd love to have you. It's completely sponsored. We have amazing sponsors that are paying for everything. So the event is all about growing your business with and not feeling like you have to be the ShamWow salesperson. Dave, you know what I'm talking about? Like in business, it's like where you feel like there's this intense pressure where you have to constantly always be selling, always be closing, always be spamming, always be just constantly sell, sell, sell. Social media, you can't relax because you always feel this intense pressure. It's like you're that used car salesperson. It feels like they can never leave the lot because they feel like that's just the only way to grow your business. And in fact, it's not. And in fact, I would argue, on the whole, it's much more difficult to do it the spammy way. Right. It's much more enjoyable if you enjoy the process and you have meaningful relationships with centers of influence and great partners and great clients and customers and just great joint venture. Like you can, and great teams as well. And you really invest into great leadership within your organization. But I tell you what, Dave, it makes business a whole lot easier. So, to our friend who's watching us right now, if you've been getting a lot of advice of, just sell, 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 baby, and people are numbers, there's a lot of pushback in the market. I think that may have been good advice 10 years ago. It's getting tougher to grow a business that way because you start to develop a reputation and that reputation follows you everywhere. Dave, you're one of our featured speakers at this event. And I'm so excited to have you as one of our featured speakers. You're a professional speaker. You're very good at what you do, but man, you've got an amazing background. Do you mind giving us just a peek at what you're going to be speaking of at the online summit?
Sure. Like you said, Josh, you say amazing background because you're a 4-year Navy guy, which I appreciate. And I did 30 years in the Air Force and it took me laps around the world and I've collected a lot of nuggets and a lot of gifts and I've really gotten myself into a situation where I can help people organizationally, not just through sales and marketing and getting out there, but your entry level stuff. Your customer base is built and founded on relationships. And I sure had an opportunity in some pretty austere conditions to work on organizational attitude and that environment, corporate attitude, executive attitude, a business approach, a large business approach, a strategy, or even a value. But right down to the individual level and how you walk into places. You'll hear me talk about Maximum Fabulous and the Maximum Fabulous attitude and how I took that to the combat zone and actually that equated into tangible data on our survivability rates in a combat zone. So that stuff, being able to pass that along, be able to work with leaders, be able to come in and shake people's hands and kind of get a feel for things, give some suggestions for one, but also teach people how to shape what their maximum fabulous is. I went into a sporting goods store yesterday, and just as an experiment, I had a friend and my wife there, and the person looked at me and said, "How you doing?" And I said, "I'm maximum fabulous." Josh, the whole store stopped. Every customer agent in that store stopped and looked at me and they said, "That's pretty awesome." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "You can get a lot done with that." So, I'm here to share that, but I'm also here to share me and my skills to help with those type of things.
It's interesting vernacular for a 30-year military veteran, maximum fabulous. How are you doing, General? Maximum fabulous. Which, it's doing SAT,
Right.
But yeah. So to someone who said, again, who's looking to your session, they're like, but it's just me in the organization. Like I'm just a solopreneur at this point. Why are these principles so important? Boy, what a softball. That's a question. Right. Why are these principles so critical for someone who's like, well, I'm just a leader of one?
Right. Well, leaders of one have aspire to be leaders of many. So this is a tool. And I'll tell you, as I write about, I'll tell you, it all starts, your organizational attitude starts with you, no matter where you're at in the organization, but especially with executive leaders and executive business leaders. How you walk through the door every day sets a tone. And you can have A+ products and a C- attitude, and you probably are going to have a C- outcome. And so those things are these are soft executive power skills that sometimes get overlooked. We want access to people, and we want volume and capacity and velocity and all of the supply chain vernaculars when we're working business, no matter what our product is. However, you can affect all three of those things through attitude. And it's how your employees or your customers or even yourself, even how you look at yourself. So foundationally, this is a great thing to have, because once you grow from one to many, which a lot of people that are going to attend this are going to be looking for some help in a lot of areas. And this is one of them. And I certainly can help with that.
So right now on my screen, I'm sharing this, and it's fameandprofit.com. Free event kicks off tomorrow at 9 a.m. We have a mixer, so a mixer and kickoff party where what I'd love to do, it'll be live on Zoom. Love to have you in the room. Love to facilitate some introductions for you. Dave, this event is all about networking too. And I know that you believe strongly in the power of networking and, who and, those high-level relationships that can just be so good, organizationally and, taking that time. But I just want to share this. So you go to fameandprofit.com, grab your free admission ticket, just put your name, email, just let me know what your website is too. I'd love to know what you do, who you are. If I can share and promote you, I'd love to do that. But again, all you got to do is just punch your information there, click send my free ticket, and there's some information. Look at all these speakers that we've got lined up. There's Dave Nordell right here, motivational leadership speaker. Can't wait to have you, Dave. Over 40 amazing speakers, totally free. If you want to look at the full schedule, you can do that. We have a little private Facebook group. You're welcome to join us as well. These are our amazing sponsors that are paying for everything. And look, if you even want to, there are some VIP upgrades if you're interested. And with that, we do have an affiliate program. If you want to make a little bit of money while you're helping us promote, we'd love to have you. Again, fameandprofit.com. Dave Nordell, thank you. You have been such an all-star in terms of as a speaker. Any other event coordinators? You need to work with Dave. Dave is someone who's just been such a great speaker to work with. And I really appreciate it. Dave, can't wait to share your presentation this week and really looking forward to it.
Appreciate it, Josh. Come and visit.